Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the IndieZoNe Podcast. My name is Kathy. In our last episode 400, we noted that the parties had filed a stipulated motion to extend deadlines relative to their motions in limine. If you have not had an opportunity to listen to it, please do, because the court has now filed an order extending the deadlines, and I'm a little confused about this, and I'll tell you why in just a moment. It says here, the court having before it the stipulated motion to extend deadline to file motions in limine and good cause appearing, now therefore it is hereby ordered that all motions in limine shall be filed no later than February 24th, 2025. So this is now changing the deadline set within the October 9th, 2024 pretrial and trial order by 2 weeks, which is what the parties had requested. So now those deadlines for the motions in limine are not due until February 24th, 2025. All responses, these are the responses from the state to the defense, from the defense to the state on their respective motions in limine, shall be filed no later than March 17th, 2025. And here is where the confusion comes into play. Because it says here, and any replies shall be filed no later than March 17th, 2025. Well, the replies are to the responses. And the responses are only due on the 17th of March. So the replies are due the same day. I'm not sure if this was intentional by Judge Hippler to just basically give the parties a few hours to file replies to the other side's responses, or if he intended to do so to keep the hearing schedule, which he's now going to have to change and has changed. So in other words, responses are to the motions. Those come on the 17th of March. Then the replies to the responses are also due the 17th of March. Usually, and in every other motion schedule, and I ask you to look at page 2 of the court's October 9th, 2024 order, you will see relative to the matters seeking to strike the DP, relative to matters seeking to have the motions to compel discovery, or the motions to suppress. Each one of them had a date for a motion, then a later date for a response, and an even later date for a reply, to provide the sides with an opportunity to review the other side's filing and then produce their own filing, whether it's a response to a motion or it's a reply to a response. So, little confusing here if this was intentional or if this is an error. But the court is also now saying, and this is what I thought, there would need to be a change in the hearing date. The hearings on the motions in limine, right now, page 2 of the October 9th, 2024 pretrial and trial order says that the motions in limine are supposed to be heard on April 3rd, and if necessary, going into the 4th. So the court set aside 2 days for the motions in limine oral argument. Here, by virtue of this order of the 30th of January, the hearing date to hear all motions in limine shall be rescheduled to April 9th, and if necessary, continuing on to the 10th of April. So we're going to have to see if the parties file anything bringing to the court's attention that the responses and replies are due the exact same day and request an adjournment of that or an extension, and what that might do to even further require another extension for the hearings, because it looks like the court wants this amount of time to be able to look at everything, to look at the case law, to evaluate it. So we're going to keep our eyes peeled on the docket to see if we see anything filed by the parties, or if the court self-corrects it, or if this is how it's going to have to be. This is Kathy. Thank you for joining us here today at the IndieZoNe Podcast.